Welcome, friends! Let me take you on a journey through one of the craziest and most fun adventures of my life. My name is Juan, and this is the story of how a simple party turned into an unforgettable experience that lasted the whole night. It all started on a warm Saturday morning. I woke up with the sun shining through the curtains and a palpable feeling of excitement in the air. I had received a special invitation from my friend Tomas for a party at his house that night, and I couldn't wait to join the fun. After getting ready for a couple of hours, well, maybe not that many hours, but I definitely made sure to pick the perfect shirt, I headed to Tomas' house with a smile from ear to ear. Upon arrival, I was greeted by the cheerful sound of music and the delicious aroma of food being prepared in the kitchen. The house was filled with friends, laughter, and the promise of a night full of fun. I joined the crowd, greeting acquaintances and chatting with new friends. The atmosphere was vibrant and full of energy, and I knew right away that this was going to be a party to remember. But what I didn't know at that moment was that Tomas had a special surprise in store for all of us. After a couple of hours of socializing and enjoying culinary delights, Tomas excitedly announced that we were going to have an impromptu dance contest. Surprise and excitement spread across the room as we all wondered what awaited us. A dance contest? That sounded awesome! The excitement in the air was palpable as we divided into teams and began to devise our dance strategies. I joined a team with Tomas and Maria, two friends who shared my enthusiasm and my natural clumsiness on the dance floor. We decided that our choreography would be an eclectic mix of salsa, hip-hop, and totally improvised moves. We were determined to give it our all, no matter how ridiculous we looked in the process. With laughter and excitement filling the air, we dove into rehearsing our choreography. There were stumbles, laughter, and some pretty strange dance moves at times, but we were having so much fun that it didn't matter. After all, the main goal was to have a good time together, right? Finally, the time for the contest arrived. We stood in the center of the room, ready to show the world our incredible dance talent, or at least try. The music started playing, and we began to dance with all we had. We did spins, extravagant moves, and at some point, we even attempted some kind of robot that looked more like a failed attempt at stretching our arms. But most importantly, we were having fun like never before. The laughter was contagious, and the audience seemed to enjoy every one of our clumsy moves. When our performance ended, applause and cheers filled the room. We didn't win the first prize, we didn't even come close, but honestly, that didn't matter at all. What mattered was the laughter, the fun, and the memories we had created together that night. After the contest, the party continued into the early hours of the morning. We danced, laughed, and shared stories until our feet were too tired to keep going. And when we finally said goodbye and headed home, we carried with us memories that would last a lifetime. So that, my friends, was the story of how a simple party turned into a night full of fun, laughter, and an unforgettable adventure on the dance floor. And the lesson I learned that night is that sometimes the best experiences come when you least expect them. So never hesitate to hit the dance floor and dance to the rhythm of life. Fun is guaranteed. Thank you for joining me on this journey, friends. Until next time.
Hey everyone! Today I want to share with you the exciting and motivating story of how I learned English with audiobooks. My name is Sophia, And this is the amazing journey that took me from being a nervous beginner to becoming a confident English speaker. It all started a few years ago when I decided to learn English. It was always my dream, but I felt uncertain and scared of failing. However, I was determined to make my dream come true, and that's when I discovered audiobooks. Audiobooks weren't just a way to learn English, they were also a gateway to new adventures, emotions, and knowledge. I dived into this vast ocean of narrated stories with a mix of excitement and determination, ready to face any challenge on my path to mastering the language. Every day, I spent hours listening to audiobooks in English, absorbing every word, phrase, and nuance of the narration. At first, it was overwhelming. The words sounded strange, and the sentences seemed confusing, but I held on to my determination and kept going, step by step. As I progressed in my learning journey, I discovered that audiobooks weren't just a valuable tool for improving my English, they were also a source of inspiration and motivation. Each story took me to a new and fascinating world, populated by memorable characters, exotic landscapes, and exciting situations. I remember the moments of joy when I understood a joke or grasped a plot twist without needing translation. Every small achievement was cause for celebration and pushed me forward with renewed determination. But learning a new language wasn't just about mastering words and grammatical structures. It was also an opportunity to immerse myself in a different culture, to encounter new ideas and perspectives. Through audiobooks, I traveled to distant places, explored fascinating topics, and expanded my understanding of the world around me. As my ability to understand and speak English improved, my self-confidence grew exponentially. I went from being an insecure beginner to a confident and competent speaker. And it was all thanks to the magic of audiobooks and my passion for learning that drove me to overcome any obstacles in my way. Today, English is an integral part of my life. I speak it fluently, read it easily, and write it confidently. And it all started with a simple decision to dive into the world of audiobooks and let the magic of words guide me on my learning journey. If you're thinking about learning a new language, I encourage you to dive into the exciting world of audiobooks. They'll not only help you improve your language skills, but also open doors to new experiences, knowledge, and perspectives. Let your imagination be your guide, and learning be your destination. Thanks for joining me on this journey of discovery and growth. Until next time, friends.
Hi, I'm Maria, and this is the story of my exciting trip to the Big Apple. Since I was little, I always dreamed of visiting New York City with its tall skyscrapers and bustling streets. And finally, that dream came true. My adventure began at the airport, with my heart pounding with excitement as I boarded the plane to the city that never sleeps. When I arrived, I immediately dove into the hustle and bustle of the city, amazed by the towering skyscrapers and the diverse people filling the streets. During my stay, I visited all the iconic spots in New York: Central Park, Times Square, the Empire State Building, and the Brooklyn Bridge, among others. Every corner of the city was steeped in history and culture, and every step I took was a new adventure waiting to be discovered. But beyond the tourist spots, what impressed me most about New York was its unique energy and spirit of diversity and creativity. I was inspired by the passion and determination of the people who called this city home, and I realized that New York wasn't just a place, but an experience that would change my life forever. My trip to New York was much more than just sightseeing. It was an immersion into a vibrant and dynamic culture, full of surprises and discoveries at every turn. And although my time in the Big Apple was short, the memories I created there will last a lifetime in my heart. So if you ever have the chance to visit New York, don't hesitate for a second. Dive into the magic of the city and let yourself be swept away by the excitement and adventure that await you at every corner. New York is waiting for you with open arms and endless unforgettable experiences.